Hi everyone, it's Louisa and it's Friday and I hope you guys have great plans for the weekend. Thanks for joining me this afternoon. I want to review the trade that I took today. I did not take a morning trade. I took myself out for breakfast. As you know, I am a learned trader from ICT, and ICT tells us the morning after the market has a big run, stay out of the market. Just close the charts. Don't even look until the afternoon. And it's taken me a while to really listen to all of his advice and pay attention to it, because how do you beat 30 years of experience, right? So anyway, I went out for breakfast this morning, and then when I came back this afternoon, I took a look at the charts. There was a great trade opportunity. I took 256 points with a 6.9 RR. So let's get into the chart, and I want to show you what I saw. It is the same setup every single day for me. My model doesn't change. My model is tried and true. It's finally, after years of trading, the one model that I use, and I'm not changing it for anything. So let's get into it. Okay, so first of all, let's take a look at the hourly chart. If you follow me, you know that I have my chart set up a certain way. I like the higher time frame, and I trade from the higher time frame. So yesterday we had this huge sell-off here, and I just want to make sure that you can see my numbers and the time. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So we had this huge sell-off yesterday. Now, as always, guys, you know that the blue boxes on my chart are key levels that IPTA keeps repricing to. So yesterday we price expanded through that last blue box that I have, and it came down and actually went below my equal lows. So if I move my chart over here, you can see I had equal lows here, and then the next level of interest to me was equal lows, this red line here. Price went below that. Okay, price went below that. And so this morning I just had no interest in the chart. I went and had breakfast. But this afternoon I was just curious what the market was doing. I wanted to see if price would have an interest in revisiting this daily SIBI. So here's my daily SIBI. And I think I can take out this daily low here. It doesn't apply anymore. Above the daily SIBI still remains this blue area here that IPTA reprices to. So let's go down to the 5-minute. Now, if you guys want to have your chart set up the same way that I do, I pay $20 a month to this guy, Kronos, and you can visit him here at wap.com/marketmaker-tools, and you will get his whole suite, all of this, for $20 a month. And I know it's one more expense, but honestly, it's so easy because he has everything in his suite. I think there's 4 indicators that he's created, and it will give you everything. It gives you midnight open, 1:30 open, 9:30 open, lunch low, lunch high, previous day low, previous week high, previous day low, month, yearly, everything. And then these boxes on my chart are 90-minute cycles. Okay, 90-minute cycles. And then within each box are 30-minute cycles. And so this is how I trade, and I always have time before price. Okay. And then I have my 4-hour candle here, and you guys know I will put the indicator in the notes of this video again today. I think I just have it in there every video, because this is key for me. This 4-hour candle is key for me. So let's take a look and see what happened here. Now here's 9:30, and we can see this is just garbage. Like, look at the wicks, top and bottom. Like, this is not what you want to be trading. It's not what I want to be trading. But I waited until I waited until it was 1:30 over here. So this is where I got into the trade. But take a look and see, I made one attempt to get into the trade here. I think it was on this candle here at 10:45. So again, that is my macro. I want to get in at between XX45 to XX15, time before price all the time. But then price came down and took out my stop and took me out of the trade. Had I stayed in the trade and put my stop loss down here, which is what I should have done, I would have had another 245 points added to my trade this afternoon. But anyway, woulda, coulda, shoulda. So let's go down to the 2-minute now, and let's just dig in a little bit deeper and see what exactly happened here. So we can see that price came down at 10:40 and it took out this session's low. This is a 30-minute session within my 90-minute box. So we took out the low, so we purged liquidity. Price came up, nice displacement, and here we have an inverted fair value gap. Price came down, it did not close below here. This is where I got stopped out. And then price started to expand higher. Now here is the change in the state of delivery. You guys know my model by now if you follow me. So here is the change in the state of delivery. Why? Because this series of down close candles, these black candles here, are the candles that began the expansion up. Okay, so change in the state of delivery, inverted fair value gap. On the lower time frame, we have a fair value gap on this side. Again, I like to trade on the 2-minute because it's just a little bit slower than the 1-minute. The 1-minute can really freak me out sometimes. The 2-minute just softens things for me. So price came up, came back down into this fair value gap. Had I been in front of my charts, I would have entered here, and then price began to expand up. So price expanded up, and then in the afternoon when I came to the charts, so this is at 1:30, but right here is 1:18, and then this is 1:30. We can see that price had a pullback. Now we know just by looking at this price action that we are in a market maker buy model. Right? Here was our sell model from yesterday, but we started a buy model down here. And so I am looking to the left in my market maker buy model. And when we have a pullback, I'm looking for a fair value gap to get involved with. So let's see what my fair value gap was to get involved. It was this one here. And I'm just going to change the color so you guys can see it. I'm going to call it a inverted fair value gap. So price dropped down. I had this inverted fair value gap here on my chart, and I was waiting for a balanced price range. Here's my balanced price range. Here is the fair value gap, the BISI. They overlap. That's what I'm looking for. Here we go. We have a balanced price range. And we also have a change in the state of delivery here. So our change in the state of delivery is right here. Why is that a change in the state of delivery? Because here is the last series of down close candles before we start the move up, the expansion up. So that's my change in the state of delivery. I have a balanced price range, and as soon as price, I think it was, yeah, it was right here actually, so I got in a little bit early, and then I just rode price up. It was 256 points. This is second stage distribution, and what I was looking for, price to maybe, we passed the PM session here, so this is where we had change in the state of delivery back down to the sell side, but I was kind of hoping that price would come up to here to 24,928. Anyway, again, you know, I'm not disappointed in my trade, and How does the 4-hour candle help me? Well, at 2 p.m., when this 4-hour candle opens, we know that a candle is open, low, high, close, or open, low, high, close. So I'm watching this candle. So when it opens, this candle opens, the candle came down. So I want to buy in the wick of the candle, and I want to sell in the wick of a down close candle. Okay, so as soon as price moves down a little bit, that's an open low, and then I know that price is going to expand higher and then close lower, and that's exactly what it did this afternoon. So let me just show you the detail of the trade. So you can see here that this was my attempt to get in this morning. It didn't work out because my stop got hit, but it would have been, like I say, another 256 points on today's trade, but that's fine. You know what? There's going to be a lot more trades next week. No problem. And then I was not going to chase price. We don't chase price. So price came up and I just waited for the pullback, right? I just waited for the pullback. And then here again, change in the state of delivery. We have the BISI with an inverted fair value gap, balanced price range. And then price came up and I just took price up, and I was watching by 2 o'clock. Let's just see where 2 o'clock is. Right here, 2 o'clock. That candle opened, made a little wick, price then expanded up, and that's why I stayed in the trade. Then when the candles start getting a little bit smaller, price starts hesitating, I was happy to take my profit and run. So that was the trade this afternoon, guys. I hope that is helpful for you. Please like, share, and subscribe. I really appreciate it. If you want me to continue making these videos, if you find them helpful, let me know in the description below. And yeah, so that's everything. I hope you guys have a great weekend, and I'll see you next week. Okay, bye for now.